Hello students, my name is Shesi George, your professional accounting teacher. Before you continue with this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Georgian Theory Concepts. Thank you. All right, let's get started. In this video, we are going to continue from where we stopped from the last video. So it is pertinent you watch the last video before you continue with this video. Okay? All right, thank you. Now, in the last video, you saw how to use a bar chart to show the distribution of biodata. All right, use it for rank and education. So in the last video, it has been demonstrated. As you can see, it has been demonstrated. A bar chart showing the educational levels of respondents in a research survey. Okay. Now, the mode is to be determined. So to determine the mode is the level that has the highest rectangle, okay? And the highest rectangle goes for the highest number of respondents. So the level that has the highest number of respondents is nothing but the university, all right? But if you look at the next, the other bar charts, all the levels have the same number of respondents. They have the same number of respondents, okay? So this is a bar chart showing the rank level of respondents in a research survey. All right, so please, I've corrected this in the last video. I wrote correspondent instead of respondents, so it's been corrected. All right, thank you. Now, here we have trimodal. We have a trimodal, okay? Now, let's continue with the question. Now, if you look at the question says that we should determine the average opinion of respondents on the dependent and independent variables. All right, so the next thing is to look at the variables involved. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 independent variable and 1 dependent variable. So to start with, you need to do a summary. So before you can answer this question, you need to do a summary. So to do the summary, all right, the first summary is for x1. Then you need to do a summary for x2, a summary for x3, and y. All right, so to do that, you need to add these together. So we have 3 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 3. Okay, and this will give you 12 divided by 3, and that is 4. So under the x1, you write 4. Okay, you go to the next one, you have 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by 3, and that is also 12, I presume, 3, all right? Then we have 4. So under the x1, we have 4, 4. So you continue like that, 5 plus 5 for x2, 5 plus 5 plus 4. So you have 5 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 3. Okay? You do the same thing for x3. You do the same thing for for y, for variable y. Having done that, you are going to have a summary in this format. All right? This is the summary. Now, how do we do this summary? I have done it in a video. So watch one of my video where I demonstrated it comprehensively. Okay? All right. So the X1 has been summarized. The X2 has been summarized. The X3 has been summarized. The Y has been summarized. Now, like I said in the last video, this is just to give you a background. That's why we are doing it manually. There are softwares we can use to do this. All right. Now, the next thing, since we are asked to find the average opinion, is to use our calculator to calculate the X bar. That is, X bar is the mean. In one of my videos, I've taught you how to calculate X bar using the calculator. So to use the calculator, you will first ensure, so I'm using this calculator, that is FX99MX, all right? This is the calculator I'm using. So if you have this calculator, the first thing is to clear the mode of your calculator. You press shift, write it down, you press mode, then reset your calculator, then you press 3. Okay, all right, class. Then you have reset all. Reset all. Okay, class. Reset all. All right. Now, to do that, to calculate that, then you now change. Yeah, let's see. We have mode. Then you press 3. Then you press equals to. Equals to. Always end with equals to. Then your calculator has been reset. Now you have X bar. Now we want to calculate X bar. So to do that, first we change to standard deviation. How do you do that? Write it down. You press mode 1. You press mode 2. This mode must be pressed twice. This will be displayed. If you press this mode twice, this one is going to display. So this is standard deviation, this is regression analysis, and this is base number. So you press 1. So let us press 1. Press 1. Then you press equals to. You will observe that this is SD. Then you will input your data. How do you input the data? For X1. So for X1, you have 4 M plus. For X, you get it? So you go to the next one, we have 4 M plus, 2.7 M plus. You continue like that for each of these until you get to 9. Look at, I've gotten to 9 until you have 9. N equals to 9 because you are having 9 respondents. All right, it means all this data has been inputted. So you make sure in the process, so I have taught this in one of my videos. So you can go to my video and watch. All right. Now, that is, I've given a comprehensive lecture on this, how to calculate. But since we are answering this question, I will only do for this. Then I'll bring the answer for X2, X3. You do the same thing throughout for X2, X3, and Y. Hope that is clear. Now, to get your X bar, you press Shift. Then you press 2. Something like this will happen. Now, look at this with display. This is X bar. This is variance. This is variance. Okay? This is variance. Sorry, this is standard deviation. Standard deviation of the population. Why this one is standard deviation of the sample. Okay? So let's calculate X bar, which is mean. So you just press 1. Once you press 1, then you press equals to. So the mean here is what? 3.5. So our X bar here is 3.5. Now, let's get the standard deviation immediately. So once you have your mean, you get your standard deviation immediately, okay? So you go to Shift, press Shift, then you press 2, then you press 2 again, then you press equals to, and that gives 0.55. You will do the same thing for X2. So when you do for X2, X3, you are going to have the mean for X2 as. But before you do for X2, you need to clear the stats. And how do you clear the stats? Don't forget, you have Shift, Mode, then you press 1. Don't forget Shift, Mode, 1. Then you press equals to. What this means, what that operation means is that you have cleared the information for X1. Don't forget Shift, Mode, and 1. Shift, Mode, and 1. You have cleared this so that, but the mode of your calculator will remain for the standard deviation. So it will enable you to continue with X2. So I want to continue with X2. I'm bringing the results now. Also, note that for you to continue with X2, once you press the data, that is 4.7 and M plus, the N here must be 1, which means that the previous data has been deleted. But if it continues with 10, it means you have not cleared it. So you have to be very careful. These are the things you watch out for. All right, so I'm going to continue now with this. Since N has given me 1, it means the previous data has been deleted. All right, now let me continue with X2. So I've gotten to 9, then I'll press Shift, I'll press 2, then I'll press 1 to calculate the mean. Then finally, I'll press equals to, and that is 4.35. All right, then to calculate the standard deviation, I'll press Shift. Don't forget, I'll press 2, then I'll press 2 again, then I'll press equals to, and that gives 0.39. Then I will continue. I will do for X3. So let's do for X3. Don't forget, you clear stats. So let me clear stats. You press Shift, you press Mode. Then this one is clear stats. So you press 1. Then you press equals to. Now, you have to watch out. Once you press the first figure, 3.3 M plus, you see now my stats has not been cleared. All right, that's why this one is giving me N. So I have to clear the stats now. I have to clear the stats. So I'll press to clear stats, Shift. I'll press Mode. Then I'll press 1. Hope you comprehend what I'm saying. This is stats, clear. So I'll press equals to. Then I'll press this. All right. So it means the information of X2 has been cleared. Please, all this information is very key. All right. Now let's try this now. So we have 4.3 M plus. Now I'm having 1. It means this information is cleared. All right. Since I'm still on the standard deviation mode, I will now continue. I'll continue. Now I've gotten to N. My N is equal to 9, which means that I have successfully entered all the values here. Then I'll press Shift. I'll press 2. I'll press 1. Then equals to, and that gives 4.08. Then I'll press Shift again for the standard deviation. I'll press 2. I'll press 2. I'll press equals to, and this gives 0.52. All right. Then similarly, I'll do for Y. Don't forget, I'm emphasizing on this. You press Shift, you press 1. All right. Start cleared. Yes, equals to, yes. So I'll start for this again. We have 4 M plus. So I've gotten to 9. Okay, class. Then I have Shift. I'll press 2. I'll press 1 and press equals to. So I'm having my mode to be, my mean to be 4.02. Okay. Then for the standard deviation, I'll press Shift again. I'll press 2. I'll press 2. Then I'll press equals to. Then I'm having 0.55. Okay, so the next thing, having calculated this, is to do your interpretation according to the question. Then determine the average opinions on dependent and the independent variables. So we have calculated that. So this is the average opinion. All right. Then the next question says that Determine the standard deviation of the opinion of the respondents and briefly comment on your distribution. So to do that, you now have to comment. How do you comment? All right. So you write the comments. We have the variable effect of attitude. The stats, that is the mean. The mean is 3.5. So the comment is the average opinion of the respondents on effect of attitude is 3.5. And what does this mean? You now say that this implies that. So you write, this implies that. Sorry, before then, you can write on the scale on the on this scale of 1 to 5. On the scale of 1 to 5. Sorry for this silly mistake. On the scale of 1 to 5, this implies, so you continue, this implies, okay, you can see the average opinion of the respondents on X1, that is effect of attitude, is 3.5 on the scale of 1 to 5. This implies that the respondents believe that there is evidence of effects of attitude on clients. The reason on the scale of 1 to 5, all right? So when you have a scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we are having 3.5, it means from here, from the question, from this is strongly agreed, this is agreed, this is neutral, and our average opinion has fall to this side, that is 3.5, okay? It means they believe that there is an effect of attitude on client satisfaction, all right? But if otherwise, it means they will not believe, they do not believe that there is evidence of effect on attitude. Supposing we have something like 3, 2.5, or 1, or very close to 1, it means the average respondents do not believe that effect of attitude will affect client's satisfaction. Okay? But since this one is now 3.5, that's the average opinion. And also we have our standard deviation. So you write for standard deviation still for X1 on effects of attitude. Effect of attitude, and that is standard deviation is 0.55. So you now write, oh yeah, you can write down one. Let me say it. Write it down, take your pen. The standard deviation of respondents, the standard deviation of respondents on effects of attitude, is 0.5. This means that the opinion of respondents are closely related, okay? That is not too dispersed. They are closely related. Then you will do that. That's an assignment for you. Comment on this, comment on this, okay? They are closely related. So if you find this video useful, please send to your friends, share with your friends. Thank you.